Alright, all my YouTubers out there, welcome back to video 9. We are getting very close to the end here. This is going to be a pretty short video. What I wanted to do, though, is really quickly show you how to increase your YouTube channel authority so that as you add more and more videos, it's going to be much easier on you to rank for your client. You'll upload stuff, it'll go to number 1, it'll start hitting page 3 of Google very quickly with just, you know, an only wire blast, for instance, or maybe an only wire social ladder blast before you do anything else. And that's because the authority of the channel matters a lot. There's actually been tests done where that's very true, where a very authoritative channel can upload a video and you can upload a nearly identical video using the same keywords, same everything to a new channel, and the authority one will win every time. It will outrank, you know, the non-authority channel by a mile. In other words, it'll debut very quickly. When I say debut, I mean what we did earlier, where we looked for it right after we uploaded it, where it was in spots, you know, 1 through 4 or 5 or whatever. And by the way, that's gone up a little bit, I think, since we did our only wire blast. So I'll just show you real quick. If we do Irvine divorce attorney, I think it was in the 5th position. I think it may have jumped up to 4, which is not a huge gain, but you know, it still has gone up. I haven't bought any views. I haven't done anything. Just the only wire blast. You know, and let's see if we check any of these other keywords. Oh, Irvine divorce lawyer, I'm number, 3. We weren't even really going after that. We were just going after divorce lawyer Irvine, California. We just try divorce lawyer Irvine, number 3 again. So it's starting to take hold, you know. We could do Irvine family law attorney. I think we looked at that one earlier and see where we're at with that. That one may not have moved up much because that's more of, that one's buried inside the description. But anyway, the point is that you're seeing this thing is kind of evolving. I mean, I'm shooting these videos on the same day, and the stuff before I've really done much of anything has already started to move up on YouTube. I haven't bought views. I haven't done any of the things that I've taught you yet. I'm about to. You know, once we're done with this course, I'm going to go do that as a case study. But what I want to do in this video really quickly is show you how to improve your channel authority. Whether you want to call it page rank or channel authority, doesn't matter. It's really the same thing. It's a way of increasing your ability to have your channel be seen in the eyes of Google as more authoritative and do better and do things much faster, get ranked faster, all that stuff. So what I want to do is I would just be signed in. Let's make sure that I'm signed in here to my YouTube channel. A couple techniques here. Number 1, once you're signed in, you're essentially going to be automatically commenting as the business. You know, we set up in one of the earlier videos that you're operating YouTube as the business name. So remember that step. We didn't want my client's name to be the person that's shown as owning the account. In other words, we want Red Hill Family Law showing up, and that's important also because we're going to go out and we're going to start commenting on some other videos. So what I like is, you can see this right here. These are my favorite things right here is Vivo. And why do I like it? Because these channels become ridiculously authoritative. I mean, crazy authoritative. So Demi Lovato, I mean, 255 million views. Enrique Iglesias, I can't even read that. 488 million views. I need some freaking glasses. Katy Perry, 650 million views, right? Whoever this is, oh, okay, sorry, I was reading it wrong. Snoop Dogg, 151 million views. So, you know, you may not like any of these people. You may like some of them. Doesn't matter. What you need to do, though, is start commenting on some of these people's channels, because it's going to essentially provide a backlink to your channel. So I'm going to hit pause because unless you're, well, Shakira's not so bad to look at, so maybe we'll just let this one run. And what I want to do is I want to comment on the video. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but you're just going to go right here and you're just going to say, oh, this is a great song. Love it. Whatever. Doesn't matter. And by the way, do this sparingly. Don't go crazy with this stuff. Hit post. So there you can see Red Hill Family Law. Great song. Love it. Then maybe I'll move over to another video. Again, these videos are super, super authoritative. So maybe I'd go to this Katy Perry video, and I'd drop down to the comment section and say whatever. You could even bag on it a little bit. You could say this isn't one of her best songs. Whatever you want to say. I was going to say something probably inappropriate that I shouldn't say on behalf of my client, so let's not do that. This isn't one of her best songs. Hit post, and again, what this is doing, if I click right here, providing a link back to my channel from an authoritative video. You can see right there, user Red Hill Family Law. There's my channel. And let's see if this works. I'm going to go to Katy Perry's Vivo channel itself. And what I also want to do is not just individually on the discussion or individually on the videos. I want to go to her channel because her channel itself is going to be hugely authoritative, right? It's not showing the page rank right now, but I guarantee you Katy Perry's, the authority of a Katy Perry channel is probably going to be, PR7 or something like that. Super high authority. Go to discussion, and it really depends on the channel, but sometimes you can leave comments, sometimes not. When you can leave a comment, you're going to want to leave a comment, okay? So you got all these people, talking smack. But I really like to leave comments in the discussion page because that's basically adding it to her channel, which carries even more authority than an individual video. I think, Katy Perry is awesome. These are not my personal beliefs. Please don't take that to heart, although Katy Perry is not bad to look at. Not really a huge fan, but I don't care. I think Katy Perry is awesome. I mean, use your head. Don't post crazy out there things because this is your client posting as this person. It's never really going to be seen. It doesn't matter. That's it. So now I have a link back from her Vivo channel, which is highly authoritative, even more authoritative than leaving the comment on the video. So I would do both. I would go, find authoritative channels and, authoritative videos. Let's just see real quick if I can. Let's see if we can get any more insight into stuff like this. If I type in like Katy Perry Vivo. Let's see if it gives us any insight into the page rank, the number of links, whatever, just to see what this thing's all about. So I called it right there, right? Her actual Vivo channel is a PR7. I think YouTube is a PR9 or 10. So Katy Perry, where we just commented, that's basically the equivalent of getting a PR7 link back. Now, with some dilution, because it's not directly from her channel, it's very closely related to her channel. It's in the discussion section of her channel. So I'm not sure entirely if it picks up all of the authority of the channel and passes it over to yours, but it definitely picks up some of it, and even more so than just the individual video. So that's a technique that I learned a long time ago that really helps quite a bit. Do it sparingly. Don't go out there and do this 20 times a day. Do it over time. Okay, maybe a couple times a week you go comment on a video and go to the person's channel, Vivo channel, in the discussion section, and you leave a comment. If you do that for each of your clients, it's going to help out a lot. Okay. Next thing that I love to do is I will go and I will buy a bundle of high PR blog comments. And you're probably saying, do blog comments even really work? Well, they work for the purpose that we're going to be doing it for. We're not trying to get necessarily an anchor text link inside of a blog comment to help boost up our individual video. What we're trying to do is get we're trying to get our actual channel mentioned in a comment. And so what you're going to want to do is, find somebody who will go out, and in this case, you want to do a little bit more. 10 is fine, but I would probably do somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe 100 blog comments that are contextual. You'd look for the word contextual. So this guy with the thumbs up is obviously going to be going out looking for Katy Perry videos. I'm just kidding. You don't want him looking for Katy Perry videos. We want him looking for divorce law. I need to get my mind off of Katy Perry, apparently. So that's what you want to do, right? You want to look for contextual commenting, where this guy's going to go out and he will, in this case it's wrong because it's PR6 homepage, but what you want to do is find somebody who will go to a contextual blog, meaning a blog about, in our case, divorce, about family law issues, and they're going to actually manually comment. So look for the word manual comment. Do they always actually use manual comments? And sometimes they're actually using software, but we don't really care. We just want authoritative blogs that are pretty contextual. They're not just random. And what we want to do here when we order this gig is make sure you get this part right. We got to have the channel. We don't care about the video at this point. This is going to be our link. So when I order, we want to pick up this link from our channel. Okay, so remember, if you're ever lost of where to find your actual channel, just go to the YouTube homepage, and ironically enough, when you hit my channel, that's not your channel. I don't know why they do this. They make it confusing. You then click here, this little highlighted portion. That's your channel, okay, where it says User Red Hill Family Law. So you can see the same thing. I have all these things that Katy Perry had, just none of the looks and none of the videos, and definitely not 650 million views. But I have the discussion, all that. So this is my channel. This is what I want to do for my Fiverr gig. I want to go out and get somebody who's going to write blog comments, and hopefully quite a few of them. Now, you don't need 30,000 comments. That's just overkill. But 100 or even 500, whatever is good. Try to make sure that they're manually done, that they're hopefully contextual in some way. And what that's going to do is drive up the authority of your channel. So those two tactics combined right there really over time are going to help drive up the authority of your channel and help you, do really, really well a lot faster, get ranked a lot faster. So I can't really overstate the importance of this step. Don't skip this step. Get your channel in an authoritative mode. Sometimes it happens very quickly. You won't know it necessarily because Google doesn't publicly update PageRank, and I think they've said they're never going to publicly update it again. So you may not know that your channel is becoming authoritative, but you'll sense it when you start uploading videos and it goes to #1 right away. Or you upload a video and it's on page 3 of Google, 2 hours later. So don't skip this, and I would actually continually work on this. This is not a one-time thing. I would actually try to, maybe once a month go out and buy a different package of blog comments. It can be anything too, by the way. Blog comments, I like the diversity because we've already used Web 2.0 embeds. We've used high authority blogs and blog network stuff. Now we've got the channel coming from blog comments. We've got the channel being, coming back from Vivo discussions and videos, which is driving up the authority of our channel. The other thing you can do too for, if you really want to get things moving along is, again, private blog network types of link rentals or one-time purchases where it's in context. Somebody puts a contextual article out there about, in this case, divorce, and they add my YouTube channel. I do that all the time. So, but again, I own, hundreds of sites where I can easily tap into them and post on them, where I'll put the channel. I don't typically use it as much for individual videos unless I have, very ultra competitive video. For instance, I would use my own private blog network to drive up the value of that individual video. But I do use it pretty frequently to drive up the value of my channels. So that's something that you might do. If you own your own PBN network, devote a post to, let's say you work with 5 different divorce lawyers, 5 different air conditioning companies, whatever it is. write a post about it, and then drop your channels in there. You could do it in one post. You could do it across a couple different posts, and then do that on several of your authoritative sites. If you don't own your own sites, go out and rent the links. Go out and buy the links on someone else's private blog network. Hopefully a more authoritative site. Even better is a contextual authoritative site. So if you can find somebody who has a site about air conditioning repair and they're willing to rent you a link to your client's channel that's all about air conditioning repair, even better. So again, these are extreme cases because most local, you're never going to need all this stuff. But my feeling is it doesn't hurt and costs very little. You're passing your cost on to your client and making money, hopefully anyway, lots of money. And a lot of times you can do, most of this stuff is a one-time kind of deal, with the exception I would continually try to raise the status of your channel itself by maybe on a monthly basis buying some more links, blog comments, mixing it up a little bit, maybe some high PR stuff, maybe some Web 2.0s that are not brand new but authoritative, and get your channel on there. So hopefully this has been helpful. Don't skip this step. Definitely get rolling on those Katy Perry comments and related comments on high authoritative channels in the discussion area. Go out and buy a Fiverr gig or two where your link is your channel. Okay, so that's it for channel discussion. Coming up, we're going to be talking about two more things. I'm going to do one other quick case study because we talked about doing that, where we're going to do Orange County divorce attorney, and I want to show you how quickly I can actually do this stuff and how easily you can do it as well. I know that it's taken an entire video series to train you on how to do this, but you do this a few times and it becomes super second nature and very easy, and I can get a video up online very, very quickly and go through these steps very quickly. So I'm going to put it all together for you in the last video or the next video with one more case study. And then what we're going to do is we're going to monitor both of these inside of this members area to see how they do over time. And you'll be able to see the results over time. Then in the last video, I'm just going to show you a couple kind of tricks that I use to get videos that aren't moving. Okay, and these are things that you can actually use, and one of them anyway is something you could use just as a matter of course if you want. Don't have to, but it definitely helps. These things definitely help get videos that are kind of stuck unstuck and get them on page 1. So we'll talk about that in the last video. So next up is going to be the final real quick case study video where I show you put all this together, show you how quickly we can do all this stuff, upload a video, get results, and then we'll move on to the last video, which is the sort of ninja tactics video. So I will see you in the next 2 videos. Take care.